Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Liz and this is Liz Arts and Crafts. This past weekend I did my very first crochet market. I was selling my crochet at a fiber fest. I'm gonna have this video in three parts. First I want to talk about my day a little bit, and then I'm going to talk about every single item I sold and how many I brought and how many sold. And then I'm going to talk about what were my top selling items and what were my least selling items, I guess. So you can skip ahead if you don't really care about how my day went. I had my little booth set up and so many people came through and visited, and it was just a great experience. They ended up having, I think, 1,300 people show up, which was twice as much as they expected. And it felt like that. It was so busy all day. There were so many people there, and I had talked to so many people, which was so fun. And it was just a really great experience. And I also got to meet some of my friends who I met through crochet Instagram. I met Killian, Viney Maple. She came to visit and she brought me a smoothie, and it shook me to my core. It was so sweet. And also I met my friend Jax, and he stopped by my booth and he was so nice. I thought he had made 1 or 2 of my striped balaclavas. He's made 5. So that's really sweet and so nice of him to stop by. Anyways, if you were there, thank you so much for stopping by. If you stopped by, I don't know if anyone who stopped by will watch, but thank you so much. And also thank you to my mom. She helped me set up and she came with me, helped me. She also elevated my booth. I don't know if you remember the last iteration I had. I didn't have all these extra stands and stuff to put stuff on and baskets, and it looked so good. So thank you, Mom, if you're watching, for helping me. It was very sweet, and she also stayed with me the whole time at the booth. So it was a really great day overall. And yeah, I wanted to include I was going to make a vlog of the day, but I didn't get very much footage. And then all of the footage I got at the event was corrupt because I had something in my audio jack for my square reader, the swipe thing. So no vlog, but just a little bit of footage from the day. And today I'm taking you guys along with me as I go to my very first market. I'm so excited. It is 8:36 a.m. and my mom is inside the gas station right now. And yeah, my mom's coming with me. She's going to be my market buddy, so I'm really excited about that. I'll do a clip with her in a minute, but thought I'd kick it off while she was in there. And I already got a coffee. So good. Really excited. I feel super prepared and so excited to see all the other fiber people, all the other vendors and all the other things going on. So, oh, there's two coming, so let's go. Hi, we made it to the Makers Market. So This is my mom.
Hi everyone. I'm very happy to be here. We made it on time.
Yeah.
We're waiting. We have 2 more minutes before we have to go down to the market and unload.
Start unloading. So we're going to get ready for that. But yay!
Yay!
See, so put on. Yeah, overall I was really happy and it was a good time. But let's get into the items, and I'm gonna do it based on type of item. So I have tapestries, which I'm going to start with. Then I have plushies, keychains, decor, and accessories. But we'll start with tapestries because it's fun. My very first item was the paw. So I made a little graph that was a white background with a blue paw on it. And this one sold, and I had it listed for $16. So the next category is these speech bubbles, and I sold 0 of these Hello Speech Bubbles. So I don't know. Maybe people would want them if they like said something different. Like I've seen people make them for like ones that say like queer or trans or things for like LGBT like things. I don't know. That would be good for like a Pride Makers Market if you were going to go or something like that. But yeah, none of these sold this time, but you know, more stock for next time. So I had started with 5 of these and I sold 3 of the 5, and they were all different variations of blue. So, you know, hard to say which colors and why, you know, but these are cute. I'll probably make more of these maybe next winter because I think they're really fun to make and they're really cute. So yeah, I sold 3 of these for $16 each. Up next we have the checkers. So that's these guys. These are just like checkered and then some fringe at the bottom. They were $16 and I sold none of them. So it's okay though. People looked at them, so that's kind of cool, but it's okay. Next is the oak tapestry. I had 3 of these, and I had one, and I sold all 3. And so I had one in white and black, one in black and white, and one in brown and brown. So yeah, those are fun, and I'm gonna definitely make more if I make or do another tapestry or another sale because people like that, and it's fun for people to walk up and say "oh," and like they find joy in it. So I like the items that, you know, people find joy in. So these are the big polar bear tapestries. These are listed for $48, and I have not sold either of them, but people did talk about them and look at them. So I still like that I have them because I think they're very visually striking and fun to look at. So not mad about that. It's also like spring almost, so like maybe people aren't in the polar bear mindset right now. Okay, next I had one of the Lucky You tapestry. This was a big gray one with a red like accent color, and it was like cherry ball with it was like cherries with 8 balls inside of it. And I sold it, and I was so excited. I didn't really expect to, I guess, because it's my biggest item I had. It was my extra large one, and I had it listed for $64. And it was a nice, looked like a couple or something that bought it, and I'm so happy. Thank you so much. I was really thankful and happy. That pattern is by Kate May Crochets, so go check out their patterns if you're interested. Up next is the Lone Wolf tapestry. This one didn't sell, but that's okay. I still like this one, so I'm okay with it. And I had that one listed for $48. Up next is the Snowdrop. I didn't sell this one. I had it listed for $48. But I had someone like pick this one up and show it to me and say, me and my wife really like this one. So that was really sweet and warmed my heart. I really enjoy this one as well. I think it's really pretty, and I like how it's long. The back is nice. All of my tapestries have a nice line or backing on the back. Next is the Six Sad World. This one didn't sell, but the Daria fans were there, and they told me if they were, which was really fun. Okay. The Tooth Tapestry, I had that one listed for $48, and it sold. So this one was actually bought by Killian, and that was so sweet. I really didn't expect it, and really warmed my heart. So Thank you, Killian, if you're watching. That was crazy and very nice of you. So thanks for stopping by and bringing me some smoothie. Up next, I have the deer bust. This one didn't sell, but it's cute and I like it, so still happy with it. I had this one listed for $36. Up next are my two dice heart ones. Neither of these sold, but that's okay. I had them both listed for $63 or 36. And yeah, it was fun to talk to people about these, and people liked looking at them and talking about them, so that was fun. And I got to tell people, like, if you crochet, you can make this one yourself. So yeah, really happy about that. A lot of people were interested in like how I made my designs and like if I had made them myself or what like programs I use, and the answer is some of them I make myself, some of them I find online, some of them I buy like as patterns from other people, and I use Stitch Fiddle to make the graphs. So it was fun to talk to people about that, and I had someone like write that down on a piece of paper, like Stitch Fiddle, so I hope that they're making the tapestry of their dreams right now. Okay, next is the Minnesota. I was like surprised and happy one of these sold. Yeah, really happy. The one that was like Minnesota colors, like University of Minnesota colors, was the one that sold, and this one's just sort of random colors. So yeah, that's fun. I like making that one. I would make it again, and maybe the ISU, University of Minnesota colors. Next was the motorcycle, and it sold. So I had the motorcycle listed for $36, and it sold. Like someone added it on to like another thing they bought, so that was really cool. Like I really didn't expect to like make this many sales, and so really thankful, and I think it's really cool. And it's really cool that like my art sold, and yeah, really thankful. First category or first item under Plushies are the pet rocks. So I had these pet rocks set up, and they were in this like domicile or something. I don't know, a little container that you could travel your little tiny lizards from one location to another. But I decided that it would be a good home for pet rocks, and this was like $7 or $8 at Walmart. Is it necessary? No, but it added to the effect of like adopting a pet rock, and it was like a really fun little thing. And people either walked up and said, I remember these from the 80s, or it was like kids who wanted to talk about them, maybe critique them even. One kid said that it was a lie because it's not a real rock. And I was like, valid point. So, yeah, this was fun. And then how many did I sell? I had 17, and I sold 11. So these were a hit, and I had them listed for $7. The ones I made with like chenille, like fuzzy yarn, sold, and also the ones, almost all of the ones with the moss sold, like versus ones without moss, but some with moss didn't sell, and vice versa. So it's hard to say what colors specifically sold in this, but I would say a variety is good, and people like the moss in general, but people also bought some without moss. So I don't know what I'm trying to get at, but this was so fun. Next is pet frogs. So I sold out of frogs. Isn't that cool? So I had 9 pocket frogs and 1 leggy frog, and I sold all of them, and they were all listed for $8. So they were a hit. They were flying off the shelves, like the pocket frogs. The display looked so sad when there was just like one little frog in the basket, but that was really fun and really cute. People liked the frogs. I only did light green, and I did have feedback. Someone who was buying it said they would have preferred it in dark green, but they're still gonna get it in light green. I was like, okay, so maybe next time I'll do more colors. Yeah, and I also want to make an orange one for one of my friends. So really excited and happy about Pocket Frogs. So that pattern's by JFS Art. So is the pocket or the pet rock. So go buy Jada's pattern if you want to be successful at a market. The patterns definitely paid themselves off. Yeah, Pocket Frogs take me about 20 minutes if I'm doing my very best work. So do the pet rocks. So that's that. Up next is chickens. Chickens were a hit. I had 4 pink chickens, 4 white chickens, and 3 blue chickens, and they all sold except 1 pink chicken. Yeah, so really happy about that. And these are so cute. People love talking about them and looking at them and touching them. So, and I like making them, honestly. So, I like the chickens. I had them listed for $14, and they take me 35 minutes to make each. Gosh, the chicken's watching me now. Okay. All right, so we're moving on to keychains. So those were all the plushies I had. First is yarn balls. I had 118 yarn balls to start, and I sold 7, but that's okay. I made it in bulk. I never plan to make yarn balls again unless I run out or something. So yeah, and I had those listed for $4 each. I thought I'd sell more, but that's okay. I don't know. I'm scared that the yarn balls are gonna fall apart and people are gonna contact me and be like, I want my $4 back. My yarn ball got snagged on something. I don't know. Anyways, I liked the yarn balls. It was fun to have them, and people like looking at them, and I like looking at them. So, okay, so up next are the keychains. I'll start with the ones that didn't sell. So these are the 4 white mohair ones, and they're cute, and I like them, but none of them sold. And then I made 4 of these in this multicolor one. These ones are super cute because they're the smallest ones. None of these ones sold. I had all these sweater keychains listed for $9. So, aren't these cute? Then I had 3 of these little pink flower ones, and 1 of them sold, and 2 of them didn't. So I still have 2. Then the white ones, I brought 2 and none of them sold, but that's okay, they're still really cute. And then I brought 2 of this blue sweater keychain and 1 of them sold. So really happy about these. I love the little flower ones, they're so adorable. Up next is the disco balls. So I had 5 different colored disco balls. And I'll start with the blue ones because the blue ones sold. I had 2 of those and they both sold. Up next, I had green and pink. I brought 2 of each of these colors and 1 of each sold. So, yeah. And I had these listed for $14. And they take me 20 minutes to make. And then the final colors are white and brown, and neither of these sold any. But I thought these would be the most popular colors, so I guess that goes to show you don't know. The blue was most popular in this case. So I did like the blue because it gave like a very, almost reminded me of denim, the color. So these were fun, and they would be nice if I was in a spot like where they could catch light, because they really do shine in the light very beautifully. Up next is my coasters. So I made these like fancy coaster pattern, that's what I call it, and out of cotton, and I had 4 of each of these colors. And I sold 1 blue one, and I sold 2 white ones. And I still have all of my brown, green, and pink. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll probably just replenish the stock if I make these again, but I don't know if I'll make more coasters like that in the future. Maybe I'll use a different coaster pattern or something, or I don't know, maybe make like the flower ones or something like that. Up next, I have this like succulent coaster set. I had this listed for $18 and it didn't sell, but I don't know. I feel like I could have maybe done a better job with this one or something, but it's okay. It's still cute, I think, and I like it, so yeah. Okay, up next I have these sprouts. I brought 12 of them. And I have, I sold 5 of them. So, pretty good. I had some like shorter ones and longer. Oh, these are both longer. I had like shorter ones versus longer ones. And the shorter ones sold more than the longer ones, if you're curious. But these are pretty easy to make. They take me about 8 minutes to make each, and I had them listed for $7. So, pretty good. And they're really cute. I had like a pair of headphones set up with them in it, so people kind of knew what they were. That was fun. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I would make these in cotton if I were to make it again or something. Okay, so up next is the scrunchies. So I'm not gonna get them all out, but I'll show you the back. All sorts of scrunchies in here, different colors. And then some of them are like crochet or knit and not velvet also. I don't know what they are. Yeah, and I had all of the scrunchies listed for $6 each or 2 for $10. I had a lot in stock. So I'm just gonna go through the colors quick and tell you. So of the white ones, I had 12 and I sold 2. Of the knit ones, I had 9 and I sold 3 of them. Knit or crochet, like the random ones. Of the blue ones, I had 8 and I sold 0. I didn't sell any with the Bernat yarn, so there's that. With the light green yarn, I sold 2. With the purple sparkle, I sold 0. Dark green, I sold 1. Oh, more scrunchie sales. Sorry, I missed some. I also sold a black one and a dark purple one. And I didn't sell any of the brown sparkle. So I think I sold 7 scrunchies overall. So, not bad. But, yeah. Okay, so then I had hats. Okay, hats. So I had 5 hats. One was this cool scrappy hat, and then these are the other 4, a white one, 2 tan ones, and a red one. And yeah, I sold the scrappy one, so really happy about that because that was like the cool hat of the bunch, honestly, so makes sense that that one sold. And I had them listed for $34, so yeah. Probably not gonna make hats. I don't know if it's just because these are all really chunky and it's late in the season. People aren't interested in hats or like chunky hats like this. I don't know. Maybe hats aren't my thing, crocheting hats. Okay, we're almost done. We're on to like purses, so that's kind of fun. I sold the handbag. So I have this like handbag. I did it as a pattern test for Dylan Eats Pants, and it sold. So really happy about that. I had it listed for $32, but it was like a nice crochet purse and it was lined and it was like really cool colors. So really happy someone snagged that. And then I had my flower purse also. So it was like a green and pink flower purse, and that one was lined with like a skinny strap. I had that listed for $28, I think, and I sold that one. So yay about that. And then I had spiral hand warmers in primary colors. So they were like red and yellow swirl with a blue trim. And those ones also sold for $22. So really happy about that one as well. Yeah. And then the last item I had is this bottle holder. which I just had listed for $9 and it didn't sell, but that's okay. It's kind of a random item. Yeah, so that is all of the items and which ones sold and which colors. So in total, I ended up making $950 like before taxes. And that's so exciting. It was a lot more than I expected, honestly. It was very successful and I was really happy people showed up. I really wasn't expecting to make this much in a market, honestly. So it was really exciting and so fun to talk about my work, and I'm so thankful that people supported me. So thank you so much if you came by and bought something that really meant something to me. Yeah, I'm really can't believe it. So the average sale was about $16 and I made 58 sales over the course of the whole day. So that was crazy, and yeah, really exciting. It was super busy and like it was very spread out throughout the day. Also using the Square like app to track my sales was really helpful. Yeah, but let's now switch and talk about what were my top items and what were my like least popular items. So I'm going to tell you my top 3 items by like gross sales and also by the number of items I sold. So first, by gross sales, the top one was chickens. I sold 10 chickens and made $140 off of chickens. The second most popular item was small tapestries, and I sold 8 of those for $128. That was like the paws and the polar bears and anything that was like exactly this size. I think it was just paws and polar bear or something like that. And then I sold, the third most popular category for me was large tapestries. I sold 2 of them and made $96. So that was the tooth tapestry and something else that was that size. Yeah, so chickens and tapestries were the most top grossing sales. And then by number of items sold, my top 3 items were first the pet rock. I sold 11 pet rocks. So that's really exciting. The second was chickens. I sold 10 chickens. So that was exciting. And then third was frogs. I sold all of my frogs, pocket frogs and the Lenny frog. And then the fifth was scrunchies. I also sold 10 scrunchies. So I'll also count that in there. So in like number of sales, the plushies were the winner basically. But in like gross sales, like the amount I'm making, since I priced my tapestries a little bit higher, selling few of them, I make higher gross sales. So it does kind of balance out the like plushies versus tapestries. I was kind of wondering like if only plushies would sell and my tapestries like that wouldn't make as much, but it kind of did balance out, although the tapestries kind of are priced less at like an hourly rate. Like I'll have a $48 tapestry that took me 5 hours to make or something like that. So yeah, but anyways, versus like a chicken where I could make 2 in a little over an hour and they're $14 each. The least popular, I would say, are the coasters. I only sold 3 out of all of them. I feel like that wasn't a very popular item. The mini sweater keychains weren't very popular, but I like talking to people about them. So yeah. I would also add hats as an unpopular item. My top unpopular items would be hats, coasters, mini sweaters. It's hard to say. Also, maybe you could say scrunchies because I had so many scrunchies. Like the percentage of scrunchies I sold was small, but I sold 10 scrunchies or something like that, 7. Or thank you for joining me. If you joined me on my process of like going to my first market, I had so much fun prepping and it all went really smooth, really well. So really happy about that, and happy I could share my crochet and meet so many new people. So let me know what you think. keep in mind that I'm not including like the how much it costs to make things or like all the extra stuff like that I bought along the way to like make this happen, like my square reader and like the like grid thing for the setup and things like that. But yeah, I don't feel like doing all that math. It was so much work just to do an inventory and set up the square, and I'm really happy with it and like happy that it's working out for the most part, and the system is fairly accurate for a one-person system. Yeah, and so happy. So thank you for hanging out with me, or thank you for coming to visit me if you did come in person. And I will update you guys in the future if I do another market. Feel free to like this video if you like this video at all or found it helpful or useful. And feel free to comment down below if you have any tips for me or anything you found useful in the video or just random commentary. But thank you so much for hanging out, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.